Now every time I see emails from this address, I right away assume they're gonna claim another one of my videos. But it turns out the email is just about why they're making all these invalid claims. Yep. NerdCube just dropped a video about this horse shit, and he's gotten 10 videos claimed by 10 companies that are fly-by-nights. That's right. And I'm under attack. Everybody's under attack. Fuck it, it's YouTube, right? That's the way she goes. I'm so sick of beating this dead horse. But anyway, people, it's Tuesday afternoon, 2:38 in the afternoon. I had a late night last night. After I shut the vlog down, I decided, well, let's go play some Grand Theft Auto 5 and see if we can beat the fucking game. And we did it. That's right, I finally completed Grand Theft Auto 5, and that last mission was a pain in the cock. There's a lot of swearing, there's a lot of cursing, there's a lot of me punching my desk, a lot of me growling, but we got her done, for sure. But anyway, people, without further ado, welcome to my vlog. So every year for Christmas at work, it's pretty fucked. We get either Christmas Eve off early or New Year's Eve off early. That's how it's been for the past, since I remember, like since I started working there. Well, this year they're doing something really fucky. On Christmas Eve, 2 people get off early. Christmas night, 2 people get off early. Christmas Eve, 2 people get off early. Christmas Day, 2 people get off early. Christmas, like Boxing Day, 2 people get off early, and then on the 27th, 2 people get off early, and then on the 31st, 1 person gets off early. It's so stupid. So basically, last year the way it was people got off early on Christmas Eve, and on the opposing shift for New Year's Eve, the other people got it off early, so they can go home and do whatever they gotta do. This year, I have the 27th off early. That's right. I got to go in from 4 till 10 instead of 4 till midnight. Whoop-de-friggin' do. I was kind of hoping to get New Year's Eve, but what? That's not gonna happen. Oh well, not like I have anything to do this year. Just gonna, come home, go to sleep, wake up, and go back to work. Fuck it. But it's kind of stupid, regardless, that this is happening like this. Like, everything's been changed around to the point where, like, Christmas Day's basically an opt-in overtime day, Boxing Day is an opt-in overtime day, and New Year's Day is an opt-in overtime day. Last year it was Christmas Day and New Year's Day. The rest were not opt-in, the rest were full staff. But they realized finally, it only took them 10 fucking years to realize that we don't need full staff on Boxing Day. Only took them 10 fucking years. Holy shit. Well, this is pretty crazy. Looks like Facebook wants to go after YouTube. How? They want to put video ads. Looks like Facebook wants to go after YouTube. Yep. How do they want to do that? They want to start putting video ads on the videos. Yeah, that's right. Start rolling video ads. It's only a matter of time that they start a partnership program of their own, where if people upload to Facebook, they'll be able to monetize their videos and do a partnership program and make some nice cash off of Facebook. That's kind of neat. Pretty sure Google will friggin' drop the hammer on that and try and lawsuit, though, because, well, fuck. That's what they do. Guess only time will tell, right? We'll have to wait till it happens and see what goes on and go from there. But that is pretty good news, seeing how there's nowhere else to upload with that kind of ability. Mind you, one thing Facebook's got to do is change their upload limit and duration of the video, because a vlog like mine would never make it. I'd have to chop this fucker up into multiple pieces and upload like 17 videos in order to pull it off. But that's kind of cool that they're allowing that. I think it's pretty neat anyway. I already know a lot of people who make original content and toss it up on Facebook, so hell, they could even make a quick buck off their own videos. Big times. Uh-oh. Oh, but it'd be definitely pretty friggin' awesome if you could upload to Facebook, monetize the video, make a quick coin, and you wouldn't need YouTube to share to Facebook, because fuck, your videos would already be on Facebook. That'd be right on. Yeah. I don't know why I got the farties. Because when you got the farties, do you shit the brown one last? Do you blow it out your anus and keep it in your ass? Oh well, I knew somebody was going to decide to come after YouTube. Who's better than Facebook, right? She's trying to break in. I can't have her in here because she attacks my chair. And then... Go away! Rawr! Rawr! Rawr. Oh man, I keep farting. Yeah, I keep running over her foot or her fucking tail with my chair. So I don't want her in here until she's bigger and smarter. Because right now she's pretty dumb. She doesn't remember things. Like, these things hurt your tail and your feet. So stay the fuck away from them. But being a kitten, she has the brain the size of a peanut. So what do you expect? Yep. Alrighty, frig's sakes. It's time to get off to work and get this shift over with. So I'm going to do that now. We're going to pack her up, pack her in. Let it begin. Head off to work so we can win. Whatever that means. Look at her. She's such a popple. I was cuddling with her earlier. That's why, like, for half an hour, I brought her in the room. We cuddled in the bed and watched some Simpsons. And just got to keep an eye on her, because she likes to go underneath my chair. And the problem is, I tuck myself into the desk. That the only way I can get out is by backing up, and she won't get the fuck out from underneath me. So I end up crushing the shit out of her shit. Hear the song of my people. So my buddy Mark, the guy who created the Vloggin Life face that you all have grown to know, he recently bought himself a Firebird. Yeah, 1995 V6 Firebird, codenamed Ghetto Bird, because the previous owners neglected the fucking car. Like, really neglected the car. Like, I didn't realize how bad the sun is for paint until I saw how badly the clear coat on his is all shedded. But he has a problem where the security system keeps engaging. And the first thing that came to mind was when Redneck Wreckham did that security bypass video on that old Buick Century with using the resistors. And I'm thinking that he may have to do that, which will make the car really easy to steal, but at least he'll be able to start it every friggin' time, because he tried to do a start to show how the exhaust sounded. Sounds like a MagnaFlow exhaust onto it, with custom tailpipes, like custom end fittings, but definitely had that MagnaFlow gurgle to it. And for a 3.4 liter V6, it didn't sound too friggin' bad, I gotta say so. But yeah, he's got some major cosmetic problems that he wants to get dealt with. So, but as far as mechanically, it seems pretty damn sound. Seems like a pretty tight motor and pretty good transmission. So I'm thinking all he probably really needs to do is just get the paint in order and get some new tires, because he shows the tires, and yeah, they're pretty much street slicks. There's not much tread left to them. But all in all, it could be a real nice car once it's done. When I was looking, I thought he had the 3800, so in his video when he says, I have the 3800, well, that was my fault, because I forgot that GM used the 3.4 liters in the 94 and 95 Firebirds. And then it wasn't until 96 when they introduced the 3800, and they ran with that until the bitter end, when they shut down the Firebird platform and the Camaro platform in 2002, and then 2012, I think it was, they brought back the Firebird, or brought back the Camaro with the option to get the Firebird body kit to make it look like a Pontiac Firebird, but in the end it was just, you know, a race-inspired, cosmetic-enhanced Camaro. They didn't really do anything to the engine to make it more faster or anything if you bought that package. It was just like lead press-on body parts. If anything, it made people like me, who were like hardcore Pontiac fans, want to jump aboard and get do the upgrade just to say that you have a Pontiac, even though they don't exist anymore. And that's the company Pontiac, not, you know, Pontiacs themselves. Obviously, they still exist. I'm driving one, but they're not being made anymore. They're done. They shut them down. Wow, Chevy Astro van with one blue headlight. You're fucking cool. But yeah. Kind of a nice car for sure. Hey, this guy in front of me has the same problem I do. Muffler's not hooked up. Nice. You can tell because I can see it dangling. But yeah. He'll get her up and running. Right now it's in drivable condition, so that's a bonus. Oh fuck. What do we do? Do we make the turn or do we go straight? Right now I don't even have an option. Well, it's not wide enough for 3 cars. Ah, fuck it. The transport's leaving. I'll wait for the turn. I gotta remember at night to lift my windshield wipers off the friggin' windscreen. Right now they're all frozen. So yeah, I found out something about these cheap Chinese batteries I bought from Deal Extreme. Unlike the Ego C, oh frick, and Genuine Joytech components, the batteries from China don't have the 10-second safety. What I mean by that is my Ego C, if I press and hold the button, after 10 seconds it'll auto-turn itself off to prevent burning the coil. The Chinese batteries, however, will continue to carry on and go balls deep until they fucking melt that coil. Which means when I'm running those batteries, I gotta be very, very careful and count my my intakes. Or just run a higher ohm coil in it so it takes a lot more slam to get that freaking thing to go. Oh man, like last time I did anything with like when I took my electricity class and my electronics class and all that, it's back in high school and I forgot so much. Like it was mentioned on my tech video, I showed the USB pass-throughs that I got from Fast Tech, and I talked about how I've been using them on my computer and they work fine and all that jazz. And I completely forgot about Ohm's law. Completely forgot about it. Never even thought about using that to see if they're safe, and they're damn well not safe. Like, the average USB port pulls what? 500 milliamps to 2 amps. I know the ones on the XPS 1000 are 1 amp or 1000 milliamps, whatever, that they have for output. 5 volts at 1000 milliamps. The XPS 9000, the front port is only 500 milliamps. The top 2 and the 4 on the back are 1 amp. Now, I completely forgot this, and I'm drawing 1.4 amps every time I turned on those USB pass-throughs, which is way more than the board can handle. Luckily, there's a safety thing in there to prevent it from blowing up. Instead, I just disabled the USB port until you unplug it and plug in a new device. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, frig yeah. But yeah, like I completely, utterly forgot about Ohm's Law, and I feel like such a fucking noob for doing that, because it's true. In theory, you cannot use those on a computer. You need to use a 2 amp wall charger. And the problem is, they come with like a fucking 2-foot cord. So you gotta, like, you know, sit at the outlet and chatch on it, making it kind of useless. And I feel bad for anybody who ran those on a laptop, because unless it's like a USB 3.0 ports are putting out 2 amps, only in 3.0 mode, not in 2.0 mode. In 2.0 mode, they only put out 1 amp. So if I were to plug that into my XPS 9, my Inspiron 17R, even though it has all USB 3.0 all around, it still wouldn't have enough snot to actually do the job. I would need a lot more oomph to avoid popping the port, because it would probably detect it as a 2.0 or run it in 2.0 mode, and then it would just friggin' wampus itself and blow the port right to shit. The thing is because the device doesn't actually have a controller in it, there's no way to tell what mode it's running in. This is why a lot of people buy the pass-through batteries, like the Ego pass-throughs or the freaking EVOD pass-throughs or even the Vision pass-throughs, because then when you're sitting at your desk on your computer and you're doing whatever you're doing, you can have it plugged in and charging, but then when you got to go out to the store or something, you just disconnect the wire, go to the store, and you can keep vaping on the go, and then when you get back to a USB port, you just plug it back in and you're fucking set, you know? And that's why they're a lot better. That way there, your battery's not dead all the time. So I won't be using those pass-throughs anymore until I come up with an ingenious way to do it. Which kind of sucks, but fuck it. I got enough batteries now that I should never have an issue where I don't have any power. Oh yeah, ice road breakers. Still chatching on that Mountain Dew. I can't believe how amazing that is. And that vanilla custard, once you let it steep, oh, the flavor. It's flavor central in here. I walked out of my room last night, went downstairs, and I came back upstairs, and all I could smell in my room was Mountain Dew. The odor off that Mountain Dew is strong. I'm surprised that person got their car started. I was chatting with my buddy Jean and Ginger Vlogs. They both have variants of the Hyundai Accent, like Hyundai Accent, and Ginger Vlogs has the Kia Rio. And both of them, when it gets super cold, they just do not want to start. Like my buddy Jean, the way he described it was like you turn the keys like arr, arr, arr. And I remember my Tempo did that once at minus 40. And all I did was rug the throttle and crank her over, and gradually she fucking fired. Like I just smothered the engine in gasoline and she fucking kicked over. But the problem is you can't take your foot off the throttle because it won't idle. So you got to sit in the car for like 5 minutes freezing your ball bags off with with your foot halfway on the throttle just to keep the revs up until the engine can heat up enough to actually freaking give her stink. Kind of bites, but that's what I had to do, and I did, and it worked. Awesome. That's one thing I haven't done with this car since I bought it, was plug in the block heater. Never plugged in the block heater once, and she fired every morning regardless of the temperature. I remember last year it was minus 42 out, this fucking thing still started. Even though it sounded like a damn diesel while it was running, she still started, she still ran, and you know, it was a bitch to warm up, but gradually she got there, and it was perfect. Like, I'm impressed the battery held out. So we all know how much these batteries love the cold. I know way up north you can get a block heater and a battery heater, or battery blanket they call it, where you plug the blanket and the block heater into a pretty long multi-receptacle cord, and it keeps your battery nice and toasty so that you can get your cranking amps out of it in the morning, and it keeps your engine nice and toasty, so that like literally it keeps the antifreeze in the engine nice and toasty, so that when it comes to start it up, it's like summertime. The engine thinks it's summertime, it just starts up like nothing. So pretty cool shit. Technology, gotta love it. But So far I've been lucky with this thing here. It doesn't really care about the cold. Oh, what the fuck are they doing next door now? Anyway, we're at work. I'm primed tonight. That sucks, but that's the way she goes. So, stuff the car here. We'll head her inside, get this shift over with, and then I'll talk to you guys at midnight when I get out. Alright, peace the frig out, people. Oh, wow. So it's minus 13 out now. Just got off work and decided to snow a little bit. Not too much, but got a couple droplets. Anyways, people, let's get the frig out of here and go home. Let's do this. Yay, we're home! Yay! This is something I should be doing every freaking day. It'll make my wipers last longer, even though they're completely dicked. Something else I need to do is shovel. Or snowblow, one of the two. But getting these things off the window, the sun will hit them. All that ice will melt off. They'll be nice and black tomorrow. Yeah, buddy. You know what drives me nuts about the kitten? I can't clean her litter box. Because every time I start dicking around in there, she's got to be in there. So I'll take the scoop. I cleaned it, but I'll take the scoop and scoop up some. And then she's freaking reaching for the scoop to knock it out of my hand, little bitch. So it's like, I had to like take the lid. Oh, what's going on here? Is that an Oreo poop? I don't know what that is. I'll clean that up. But I ended up taking the lid and I sat it down and faced the opening towards the freezer and trapped her in there just so I could totally clean the crate. And by the crate, I mean her shit box. Unbelievable. So yesterday I talked about setting up a thing upstairs, like taking all my bed and all that stuff out of the bedroom and putting it in the red room, then moving all the computer hardware to the bedroom. And I was thinking about grabbing this desk and bringing it upstairs. And then I could set up, you know, maybe my gaming computer underneath or something. But I was also thinking about using that other desk for the gaming computer, maybe doing something with laptops with this in the corner, or I don't know. Like, I want to do a plan and figure out how I'm going to lay shit out, or I can just rough it, get everything upstairs, and figure it out. Because what I was thinking about doing, and we'll see if this makes sense, was you can't come in here. In here, what I was thinking about doing was putting the bed, and I don't know if it'll fit, I'll have to measure from there to the door, putting the bed this way, but tuck it against the wall over there, leave this table here, and put like a laptop or something on it and whatnot, get this stand out of here, get the guitars out of here, and over there I'd have the bed, I'd have my computer with a monitor set up here to watch movies at night, take this table out of here, the router would be relocated over here where the modem is, but I'd take this desk right out and I'd bring it into the other room. Well, let me show you. So basically what I was thinking was put that white table set up over here and use it for when I'm doing unboxings or coil rebuilds or, you know, soldering any projects I want to get into. I'd have that over here. Over here I'd have my main desktop, which is already there. I was going to reuse this desk here and put the XPS 9000 onto it. Put the TV dead center with the PlayStation. One monitor up there. One monitor over here, and then put the computer underneath and things, and get a keyboard and mouse all set up for it, which I already have in the other room, and we'd be golden. And then I'd have this computer here, I'd have my XPS 9000, then I was thinking for this corner here, of possibly putting that desk. But then I was thinking about it, and I kind of wanted to put a weight bench up here, but maybe downstairs would be a better idea, as long as while I'm lifting weights, the cat doesn't jump on me like a little asshole, because she probably will. And then I'd take one of these stands, move it into the other room, put a lamp onto it, like kind of like how I have here, and then I'd be golden. So that's what I've been tossing around today at work. I drew out some plans of this room, seeing how I could set it all up and make it, you know, more functional and stuff, and then turn this into the YouTube work room where I do my gameplay videos and my other videos and my vlogging and all that and all my editing. And then when I'm done for the night and it's bedtimes, you know, instead of just turning on a copy of whatever on this computer and then going to lay down and sleep, I actually leave this room, go into the other room which has nothing to do with work, and put on a movie and pass out. I think that is quite possibly the best idea ever. And a couple people told me that, dude, that's probably the best thing you can do. And I know I talked about that when I first started, like right after I broke up with the ex there. I mentioned I wanted to do that and never did. And now I'm thinking it's probably a good idea. And that way there when I have friends over and they want to hang out somewhere where there's computers, you know, I could drag them up here, set up some chairs or something, who knows. But yeah, I think that's probably a good idea, probably. For sure. But anyway, people, on that note, I'm going to shut the video down here and call her quits for tonight. I got a lot of editing ahead of me. Got a whole bunch of Grand Theft Autos I need to edit up for YouTube's, plus this vlog, plus a bunch of other shit. So if you like today's video, click the like button. Questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, people, keep on vlogging.